Hello, Bossy World. Welcome to Bossy Blog Center, guys. If you're new to the channel, click the like and subscribe button right now to this video. And if you're already subscribed to this channel, please click the like button right now. I beg support now. I beg. So let's talk about the unified heavyweight king of the universe, Anthony Joshua. You know, he did an interview with First Take ESPN, and they had things to say regarding the Wilder Fury bout, man. Let's listen to it before we actually give our final thoughts on it. And also, I want to also react to the media walkout of Anthony Joshua, man. I mean, what can I say? But we'll get to there. Let's first of all listen to what he had to say on First Take ESPN.
In the heavyweight division, but many believe he's the alpha of that group. 22 wins with 23 in the heavyweight division, but many believe he's the alpha of that group. 22 wins with 21 coming by knockout. Anthony Joshua back here with us. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me. Good to see you guys again.
Big time. What's going on?
I'm feeling good, fresh, fight week.
Good to be the champ.
Yes. Well, we've had some guys visiting us that had some comments about you. I want to first play Tyson Fury's and get your reaction. Cool?
For me, Anthony Joshua needs to prove himself on the world stage because he's so happy fighting in England and thought of beating Klitschko after I'd destroyed him mentally and had a war with him in a beaten fighter. So he needs to prove he's willing to step up to the plate and fight the best.
You heard that call to action.
Yeah. My take on that.
I want your take on that.
Yeah, Tyson Fury's got his opinion. He's a credible fighter, so his word is valid and correct, and that's why we're chasing these fights. I put a massive offer in to fight Tyson Fury in London, April the 13th. So I've gone about my business trying to achieve what he's saying. But the only other fight he has on his record, better than mine or equivalent to mine, is Deontay Wilder. I fought Vladimir, he fought Vladimir, I fought other good fighters as well. So
Joseph Parker and others.
Joseph Parker, Povetkin. I think Tyson Fury has had Vladimir Klitschko and Wilder, and that's it in his 10-year career. So I understand his frustration as well, because he's probably going through the same thing. He wants to prove himself at world stage, and I do too. But we put an offer in for Fury, and hopefully I'll meet him very, very soon in the boxing ring. Because sitting here talking about it is irrelevant.
Yeah,
getting it on in the boxing ring.
Listen, I'd eventually like to see you with Tyson Fury. I ain't gonna lie, but you and I talked about this face to face when we met in the playoffs last year. You know what my number one target is, Deontay Wilder. He showed up on this show as well to talk about you, and dare I say he wasn't that respectful. Listen to the man talking about you, Anthony.
I've tried to fight Joshua 5 times. It's record. 5 times, and all of a sudden he come to America where he said he would never have to come. Let's stay in our country, yeah. You deserve it here, yeah. We don't need to go nowhere. We're doing a great job here, yeah. The fans deserve it. But all of a sudden, not only he come to my country, he's not fighting the champion, he's fighting lower opposition.
Your response to that, I want to know what you have to say about Deontay Wilder basically accusing you of avoiding him and running from him. Your response, the floor is yours.
Why sit here and talk about it? Let's just meet in the ring and get it on. Talk is cheap now. I've done enough of that talking business. I'm a fighter, and that's why I want to handle my business. Deontay Wilder, when you're ready, come see me at a table. Don't come through your promoters and that no more. Come sit with me, man to man, across the table, and let's get this fight sorted. Then there's no pity-patty or who said, she said. It's me and him, mano mano. Hopefully, me and him can negotiate this fight ourselves.
Anthony, when you knocked out Vladimir Klitschko, you knocked him out. Fury decisioned him, and it looked like Klitschko wasn't very motivated, but he won the lineal title. He's the man who beat the man, trace him back to John L. Sullivan. Yeah. You fought him afterwards, but Fury looked like he was out of boxing, maybe never to return.
Correct, yeah.
And you fought a very motivated Klitschko who was great on that night, and you got up off the deck to knock him out. And at that moment, there was a consensus around you. This guy's going about it the right way. He's not afraid. He's taking on. And since then, because Wilder and Fury fought each other, because Wilder fought King Kong Ortiz, and that's considered a very dangerous fight. It feels like they have come up, and the sense that good feeling around you has somewhat diminished. Like, wait a minute, is AJ serious about fighting these guys? How do you respond to that?
I feel that type of energy that's kind of spread around the heavyweight division is good, because I feel like people have realised, like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder have been professional 11 years, and in their whole career they were fighting cab drivers and bin men. So I think they now realise, hang on, there's this young kid coming up 4 years after us, and he's doing it at a quicker pace, so we need to step our game up. Then it comes to a situation where it's like they wanted to blacklist me, they don't want to fight me. So with Ortiz, we offered Ortiz the fight. So how can someone say I don't want to fight these guys when I've made them like proper, solid, contractual?
But do you worry that the boxing public will start to perceive it that way if you don't actually figure out a way to get in the ring with these guys?
No, man. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I know what's real, and opinion is opinion. I know what's facts. We gave them offers. If they want to fight, the ring's there, the contract's there, and I'm here ready to defend my titles. What more can I say? Opinions are opinions. I know the reality of the situation, and as a fighter, this is what I do for a living. I live off of these challenges. I wouldn't box if I was just to be like a sparring partner in the gym. I wouldn't take it as serious. I live off of fighting in front of many people around the world, challenging for the belts, defending the belts. I've been doing this since an amateur. I've been doing it as a pro. Nothing changes. This is what I love to do. So there's no fear in my heart from any man. And whoever's serious and ready, like Andrew Ruiz, put his name on the contract and the fight was made. No nonsense.
He's a good fighter.
Well, there's a debate as to who's the man in the heavyweight division between you and Deontay Wilder. But my thing is this. You're so elite right now. And he's so elite right now. It's like a three-headed monster in the heavyweight division. You, him, and obviously Tyson Fury. Anybody else, and listen, Max knows his boxing backwards and forwards. We all know that. And I'm not trying to act like there's no other credible fighters. But I'm just talking about names,
elite
headlines. You're talking about Anthony Joshua here. I mean, if you getting in, how many opportunities are there to really fight these other guys? Doesn't it have to get to a point where it's you against one of those two? Because I don't know if anyone's interested really in seeing you against anybody else after this weekend. I really don't.
So with that being said, as I said, it would be good for me and Wilder to sit down and talk and get this fight negotiated and spoken about for the next. I spoke to my promoter, spoke to the team, and I said, look, God willing, I get past Saturday. You know what I want next. How are we going to make this happen? And I've just come to the decision where it's important for me and Wilder to sit down man to man and, you know, iron out our differences and get this fight made.
So you will move the producers out of the way, and the promoters out of the way, and you will say, look, we're doing this. You're very clear about that.
Yeah, me and him should talk 100%.
Okay.
And I should do that with all the rest of the fighters, because from promoter to promoter, I look at the situation with Ortiz. We offered them a big deal. The promoter turned down the deal. Then Ortiz says he wanted to fight. It's just back and forth. So hopefully we can go direct and see who's serious and who's not.
Because there's the urgency on the part of the people who not only handle them but handle you, especially you. You can pack Wembley, or you can pack 50, 60,000 easy, no matter who you fight over there. So you generate enormous money no matter who you fight, unless you take it into your own hands, right?
Yeah.
What urgency is there for the people around you to make those fights?
That's weird. Like, it's like coming here. I could have stayed in London fighting in front of 50, 60,000 people, fighting the guy from around the corner, but I want these challenges. So if I can't make it happen out there, we're coming here to kind of not take part, but aim to take over sooner or later. That's
what makes this division so great. You're like that, and I believe Wilder and Fury are also like that.
I believe they want to fight. Exactly that. They are definitely like that.
But at the end of the day, you want to do the talking in the ring.
100%.
All right. Best of luck to you. Hopefully this will happen, and then you'll be back here to discuss all of it. Anthony, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you very much.
Lucky to be in this heavyweight.
Well, you heard it from the champ, man. You heard it from the champ. He said he's not in America to take over, to take part, but to take over. That's a bold statement coming from the guy, because you don't actually see someone has such mentality, you know what I mean? So a lot of people would just say, oh, we get to take part and have a fight and move on. But Joshua's not America to play, man. He's in America to take over, in America to make some huge big waves. And yeah, that wave is gonna come. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the interview. I enjoy the fact that he wants to sit down with Deontay the Bronze Bomba Water, man, and have a man-to-man discussion and have a man-to-man conversation, because he himself knows that all this Eddie said this, Chalifico said that, Hemo won this, all those sort of BS. We don't need it anymore, man. He wants to give the best fight to us, and he wants to fight the best. A lot of people are claiming that he doesn't want to fight all BS, man, talking BS because he wants to fight. And he wants to sit down face to face with Deontay Wilder and get his shit sorted out. You know, you don't want to be like those guys that just talk and don't get it done. The thing is that Joshua believes in himself. He behaves like a champion. He doesn't talk much crap. He doesn't want to be that guy that talks a lot but don't deliver. Joshua is a real deal. He gonna accept it. By the way, I mean, what else can I say? I mean, that was just fantastic, impressive. Let's look at the impressive. I liked it for sure, and I like the fact that Joshua keeping it real and keeping a thrill over there in America and reacting to the media walkout. I mean, what can I say, man? Just look at people, man. People like this is the first time he's fighting in the US, and you can tell that, hey, there's a star. I mean, look at how many people were there just to see the unified working of the universe, you know, fight on Saturday night, man. And against the guy Andrews Jr., who is clearly unknown. We have to say that Andrews Jr. is clearly unknown. And normally people will say, well, Miller sold this fight. Miller actually contributed to selling this fight, but he's not the reason why more than 7,000 people are flying from the UK. He's not the reason why about 1,000 something Nigerians are going there. He's not the reason why thousands of Americans are going there to watch the unified working of the world. He's the reason why, because they want to see Joshua. And by the way, I have to say that I like the way Joshua kind of conducted himself, and I like it, man. So my thoughts for now for this regarding this subject. Yeah, you heard it from the champ. He wants to sit down with Deontay, the Bronze, Wilder, and have a man-to-man, talk, and all this BS of he said, she said, he said. Oh, man, we're tired of that shit. We want to sit about. We want to really know who is ducking who, and they both sit down and have a decent and clever conversation. I think we'll get this fight done. But if Wilder don't want to sit down because he's scared of saying something he wouldn't like to say, because Wilder cannot really keep up to himself. He likes to talk BS, you know what I mean? So he's not a businessman, man. Chalafinko is the reason why Wilder is where he is right now, man. Chalafinko has been protecting Wilder so far, so long. Been trying to pamper the guy as his baby, man. Crazy. I laugh in Chinese, bro. I laugh in Chinese. I laugh in Japanese. So, thanks guys for watching. Click that damn like button, please. Click the like button to support your man, you know what I mean? So, and go follow me on Instagram at BoxingBlockSetter, and as well on Twitter at BoxingBlock. If you have Facebook, follow me as well on Facebook at BoxingBlockSetter. Just type BoxingBlockSetter right here, that right there, and you will see my page on Facebook, my picture on it. Stay blessed, guys. Cheers.